Hi guys! Let me guess, you was wake up today. That's pretty awesome because some people cannot wake up anymore. And you have some very good idea. That's also good because some people doesn't have ideas at all. You would like to do something great, something bigger than Facebook. And it's not so good because you already know you have to code if you would like to do something like that. Maybe you already tried and you need to understand some cycles, conditions, functions. But who cares about this complicated stuff? You would like to do something simple like Facebook is. Basically, you would like to build a house and you don't care about the bricks and concrete. But today is your lucky day because today we will creating some simple app where user can log in or register, adding his own status, even status with the pictures, and it will sitting on some public domain. But to be honest, I will not going deeply to this stuff. It will be just simple demonstration how to make the things done. And it will be about you to actually find a particular information. Or you can still reach me and I will try to explain you directly. Or we can create some special video just about this topic. So what do you think? Do you want to try it? We need just a Visual Studio Code and Node.js. Actually, that's we installed in previous video. So let's go make something awesome. We will start a Visual Studio Code and there we will open the terminal. And our first command will be npx create React app. Name of our app will be my Facebook. And we will choose the template. GraphQL monster. At the beginning of our project, the template doesn't matter too much. But in future, it will be nice with the cool things which there will be already included. After a while, you have to see the happy hacking. So that means everything went well. And we can type the cd my Facebook. Instead there, we can use the npm start. After another while in browser, you will see our application in localhost 3000. And as you can see, we can do some changes in public home GSX. So pages, public home GSX. And let's change the title to my Facebook. So title is changed and we even don't care about the rest of the page. So we can remove it and keep just the header. And now we have just my Facebook. Next step will be creating your own component. It's pretty easy. You will create new folder. We will call it the posts. And inside the posts, we'll create file posts. There's ESX. The React component have to start with import React from React. And then we can start with the component itself. So we will type the const posts equal brackets equal to arrow, and inside we can type the return and we will say h1 posts. For now we doesn't see our component here. We have to somehow register it. First we have to go to the app GSX, import posts from pages, public posts, and we will add the route. We will say on route posts, we will see the posts. Now we have here some problem, and that's because we don't exporting any posts here, so we will do the export default posts. And everything is alright. And if I will type after the 3000 port posts, we will see our posts. One more thing what we can do, if I will go back to our home page, we can add here some link. So jump to the home, add link to posts. Again, we have here some problem. He doesn't know the link. Let's try to import link from React. We will use just a module link from a whole React route DOM. And now we have here the posts. We are on localhost 3000. If I will click to the posts, we are on the 3000/posts. And we can, in our posts, we can do one more stuff. We can add the file for styles, posts, CSS. We will import the styles. So let's type the posts, CSS. Nothing changed here. But after I will type, for example, we will create some class name. maybe you do know the class, but inside the React and inside the JavaScript file you have to use the class name because the class itself is a reserved word. So we will use the class name. We will say the post title. Let's jump here. And we will say designed. We will say center. Our post is already centered. We can say font weight bold, and it's a bold. That's just the beginning with our template and creating open posts. And now we can create some post inside. So jump to the post.jsx, div, and div. Hello, people. We have something wrong here. The problem here, we have to always have just one root element. So that should fix our problem. So creating one root element should fix our problem. And another will be, that's demo. So we have here some two posts, but they are really not good shape for now. Let's add new class name, posts list, the list, let's say again text elegant center. And we also will create some shared class name, post item, and this post item will be in both of our posts. Post item, we will say the post item will have some background color. We will say something like, let's do the blue, but I can read the words. Let's make the color of the text white, FF. Let's make the font weight also bold. They are basically touching. So if we would like to do some border between the elements, we can do some margin. Let's say I will do some 10 pixels. As you can see, it's already jump each other and also from the corners. But maybe I can do 50 pixels. So I can do more from the corners. I will do like 150 from corners. And let's say 20 from each other from bottom to top. Another thing, we can add the padding. That's make the text inside the blue text a little bit more spacey. 50 pixels. Wow, much better. And maybe we can polish a little bit our corners. So border radius 5 pixels, and it's a little bit shaped. For now, it's looking pretty nice. What about making a little bit more dynamic? We have really strongly typed here. Let's make some array. Const. If I would like to use some values inside our render function, which is actually the returning, meaning the render function, we can use the curly brackets and use the posts. And then we will see our post. And if I will add one more just to the list, third one, it will be automatically add. You also see we have just one value with 3 items. What I doesn't like it is the div class name post item is here a little bit repeatingly. So we can definitely do something better than that we have here. Let's start with simply remove the div elements, also the end of them. For now, the JavaScript doesn't know what we're trying to do, but we will do the text from it. So that will again fix our problem. So now we have like array of 3 texts. They are even showing inside our posts, but they are without any styling and in one line. That's because we removed our div with class name. And now we will use the map function, which will be the simple way how to add the div elements for each item in our array. Map. Let's do simply just div in map. If I will do like that, so our text now disappeared because we are subside our array with div and text. We are in the map function, but add our text back. It will be pretty simple. We will use the current item post, current post, add with curly brackets. Now we add back our class name post item. And now every single post have it the style, and it's pretty dynamic. If I will comment anything in our list, it will be disappearing or appearing based on what we have in our array. Only little problem, if I will open the inspector and I will look to the console, we have here some warning telling us each child in list should have some unique key, and that's because we have here 3 divs and they doesn't have the key right now, but easy to add. We will extend our callback function from map saying I would like also the index, and we will add the key index. Now when I will refresh the page, the warning disappeared. So now we have pretty dynamic view. So let's create some button to interact with the user to create new posts. Now we will have some advantage to using GraphQL monster template because we can using some button from React Bootstrap. They're offering several colors. We will take the first one, the blue one, and add to our code right behind the posts. He doesn't know it. Again, we need to import, take the button module from React Bootstrap. We have some blue button here. Maybe we can actually add it behind the post list, and that will give us to the center. We will change the primary to add post. We have to add function on click, and we will do anytime we will click it, console log. So we create a, and now when I'm clicking, we'll see on the console our message. We will do here some little improvements. We'll take the function outside to our component space. We will call it on add post, brackets, arrow function, console log, and we will add on add post. If I will refresh and clicking on add a post, nothing really changed. So what is the purpose of having something in console? We will not let the user opening the console to see some results. Definitely we need something after click the button. It will affect our view. Ideally it will add some posts. So we think like put one more element to our posts every time when on post is called. So posts, push, let's say I am created from a button. So we will check the post also in our log. If I will clean our console, so if I will hit add posts, we can see each time when we click on post, our post array actually increasing. It's have like 3 elements, then 4, then 5, but in our view, still nothing to happen. So you're definitely asking why. That's because the React is quite optimized, and you have to tell it you would like to refresh the view. There is few ways how to do that, but we will use the useState hook for change the internal state. Maybe you already feel like the post is kind of internal value, that's correct, but the React itself doesn't know about it, and it basically doesn't care. So how is the hook useState looks like? Have some current value, also have something like change the current value, which we usually call by set, and equal useState itself, and we can fill it with some initial value. So how to actually implement to our post? If I will comment that, so we will const, we will do the post value, and we will do the set posts, like the method for change the current value, the change the posts, equal the useState. We can take our list, that will be our init value, and then we can remove the posts. Now again, we have to import the useState. So from React, we will take the module useState. And as we can see right now, it's saying there is registered some set posts, but nobody using right now. So let's using an on post, set posts. I will reset and let's try it. And again, doesn't work. Why? Why again? So again, it's because the optimization. What we doing here? We taking the posts. We even add some item in the end of the post, but the same instance of the post we set to the setPost method, and the React will check if the previous value is the same like the new one, and for him the reference to the list is the same, and he basically say, okay, the value is the same, I will not refresh the view. So that's why we have to create a new instance of array and copy the items from the previous list to the new list. And the easier way is actually using just the 3 dots. I will refresh because some strange things happening. Each time when I hit the add post, finally is adding some new items to our view. We can do again here some improvements. We can use the unshift, but we can do even better improvement. So adding the new item to our old list doesn't make the sense. So what about take this new element, take right here. We can actually remove previous operation, and that's our result. Anytime when I will hit the add post, we'll again add the new item on the beginning of our list, and in the end will be copied the items from our posts list. So we have now some interaction with the user, but we wish the user also can type it what will be inside of his post. So let's add some form for that, and I will take this one, the example, the text area, all of the thing, adding somewhere here. We doesn't know the form. I will remove the email address and add form from React Bootstrap. Wow, so we have here some form. I will say, how are you feel today? And even I wish post form do something smaller, form, and let's say again some margin, let's say px 150 px. So now it's the same size like our posts. Maybe I can take the button behind the form group. Even I will type something here, it doesn't affect anything. We somehow need to register it to our application. Some value, this time it will be not const, it will be let. We will call it new post title. And every time when our text area will change, we will call the function on title change. So we will const on title change. Pretty similar to on our post right now. Take it here and we will say on change, call this method. But we would like to also know what is the text inside. So we will improve our callback function with event, and we will do like console log event. And now when I will type something and explore our event, we will see the target, and somewhere in bottom on the target we have even go deeper, we will see value, and value is exactly what we're looking for. So let's add here target value, and now when I will typing, do you see? Every time when I typing, our value is logged, but again we don't using for logging the value. We will actually take it to our new post title. New post title equals event target value, and we also need to replace our static text with new post title. And now when I will type it like this is a post from text area, and at the post it's the same what I was typing. Or if I will remove and I say hello from my channel again. So I don't lying you, it's really taking from here. And as you can see, we don't using the use state because everything what happening inside this text area component is not reflecting our view till the moment when we actually add some new posts. And because we're using the set post from our use state, so that's actually make the calling to re-render our view. But what about every time when you add the post, you would like to clean the text area? Then we also need to introduce the use state for new post title. So let's change it. New post title, set new post title, use state. We will say it will be our initial state. We will take here value, and the value will be new post title. You see, I feel pretty good. And on title change, we have to use the set new post title. if we add here set new post title to the empty string, it clean after hit add post, the text should disappear. So let's check. And seriously, it was disappeared. Here's one downside of this solution. If I will hit the add post again, it will actually add some post with empty text. And we doesn't like it. So what about add here some condition? If new post title length bigger than 0, so it have at least one character. And now when I will hitting, nothing really happening. Even our console log doesn't do anything. But if I will type just single character like Q, for example, it is add. If you wish something longer, it will be like at least 3 characters. You can easily add number 2. If I will do A, nothing happening. B, still nothing happening. And after I will type also the C, that will add our post. So now we have user interaction quite done, isn't it? Yes, but we also wanted the user can change also the color of his status. So let's improve our list with posts with color section as well. Create object, and the object will have title and the color. Let's say the first one will be the red, FF0000. Another object will have the same shape, title, color, and 00FF for green. We have to close it, sorry. You can remove the last one and dot. Of course, he doesn't know how to deal with the object. So that's because we're using the current post here that just object and used to some text. So the change will be really little, like just title. But I feel here it's quite busy right now. So what about create some new component for post item? Let's say const post item equals, and inside will be object with the post, and then our function return div. Let's say I will take the class name and I will say post title, and then the post item, and then the post item add here post item post equal to the current post, and close the tag. In our view, nothing really happened. And with the color, I will add the style. It's basically whatever I can type here in the post as CSS, I can type straight away to the style, but have to be with double curled brackets, because one is meaning like it will be the value, and second one meaning value is an object. And if I will type like color red, then everything is changed to the red, but we obviously would like to change the background color. Color, it's red, but we will take it for post color. So now one is the red and one is green. It's taking right from here. If I will do some change, it's darker. Let's do some change here. Purple, doesn't matter too much, but what does matter, we also have to update our set posts. Now we need to add actually object with title, and ideally with some color. We will add some default for now, like again blue, and close the object. Anytime when I will hit the add post, it will add new status with blue background. And to change that, we will take some new component. It will be the color picker. Let's copy that. We will add somewhere close to the button. What about here? I will collapse it. I will remove the color picker. I will remove this object. Now it looks a little ugly, isn't it? Let's make some common element div where the button and form control will be together. And we will say class name, button, and color. We'll add this one right here. I will say display flex. It's a little bit better right now. And this display flex, I take it right here. And there we can see several actions what we can do with the flex. One more thing, I will actually also add div for our color picker. Class name, color picker, color picker, and I will say width like 50 pixels. and margin left 10 pixels. Now is looking pretty good. Let's start using the value from the color picker. We can go with a simple value, but I recommend to make new state to actually avoid some unpredictable misbehave of our application. So that will be pretty copying what we have here, like const new post color, set new post color, use state, and we will pick the color, const. We will use the color right here. But we also know we have to handle somehow on change. So let's create new function const on color change event arrow function. We will do again some console log. This time we will also mark what kind console log. Now on change. Now when I will picking the color, it will telling us there is some change. And last step is actually set new post color event target value, and let's pick some color, and voila, it's there. Let's pick some another one, for example orange, and there. So now we have user interaction pretty much done. That's all interaction with the user done, but here is one big disadvantage. If I will remove our default values, anytime when I hit the Ctrl R for refresh, all the content disappeared. And that's because we don't have any server to store and retrieve our data. That will be topic for the next video. But if you get to this point, you are so awesome. I really appreciate your time and your effort. And I hope this video give you at least little understanding how the application works. So if you already like it, please subscribe and stay tuned to the another video when we also make great accomplishment. For now, have a great time and see you soon. Bye bye.